How do you co-create as a light worker with the universal forces through your spiritual business? Let's find out. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sylvia Salo and I help light workers, starseeds, priestesses and leaders to step into their highest potential, to remember who they are and to channel their gifts into a life they desire. And today I want to talk about how you can co-create with higher forces, with higher dimensional forces, higher levels of consciousness through a spiritual business or some other creative outlet. When you are having a spiritual business or some creative outlet, really any kind of business, you are also co-creating with those higher beings through it. Because those higher beings and higher fields of consciousness are looking for individuals who can be like the gateway or the opening, the vessel, the container for those forces to reach more people. So if you have a spiritual business, those higher levels of consciousness can co-create it with you to charge it with specific frequencies and light codes that can benefit more people at once. Actually, many light workers and specifically also star seeds are designed to do this. If you are able to go beyond the fourth dimension, if you can go to 5D, 6D, 12D, you are bringing those levels of consciousness to other people. What you are doing is that you leave this kind of light trail in the collective field and people can follow it. There's a pathway being created through your systematic, consistent work done from the heart, which leaves clues for other people how to reach those higher dimensions and higher levels of consciousness. So usually when you start your business, it's because you felt it at a soul level. Now, spiritual business is completely different than different types of businesses because it actually calls you to do it. You cannot help not doing it. Your soul lets you know very clearly that it's the time to help more people at once through creation of that business. And in the beginning, you are like weaving this light structure of your business, coding it and anchoring it on this earthly realm first. And then you build those energetic foundations and you're working with the astral energy and the 4D energy. And then some people bring it to higher levels where they can really bring those structures into much higher dimensional energy. And those higher beings are then able to co-create with you more and more. Because there's that bridge between the earth and those higher levels of consciousness. And there has to be those higher levels of consciousness being represented through businesses, through individuals, through groups of people as well. Because every dimension needs to have its representation here on Earth. So let's just say, for fun, that the earthly consciousness is like 80% of all consciousness that is in the collective field. Then let's say 15% is the astral consciousness. And then 5% is all the other levels of consciousnesses. But they all need to be represented here, however big or small they are. And so those higher levels of consciousnesses, they are really looking for individuals who have that potential to bridge and bring that business or that container, that creative outlet into those higher realms. Then your soul clients, those amazing people you work with, they can tap into that energy. It's being accessible to them, so they don't have to like build their own individual bridges into those high levels. They can tap into what you have created and it's much more easier for them. Also, the whole ascension process becomes easier. And so that's why when you have a spiritual business, it's so much more that's happening beyond the things that are visible. you really move from being a light worker, then eventually being that high priest or high priestess, and eventually you start that ascended master training, all the while working with other people through that container. Now, it doesn't mean that everyone needs to have a business to do this. I just use this as an example, but those higher beings are co-creating with you on many other levels as well. I just use this example because it's easy to see. Another analogy is, imagine that you are at competition where you are supposed to run in the middle of the night through a very thick forest and reach some final destination. Now, if you are a starseed, you actually came from that final destination, so you remember the journey, and so you have better chances to complete this competition. Now imagine that everyone is running, and some people stop by the first trees. Some people get distracted by some trees because they think, oh, they look so charming, or let's take break. There's basically not many people who continue running through that forest to that final destination. But those higher levels of consciousness, those beings, they need someone who is able to run far. That is based on your potential. Whether you choose to use that potential in this life or not is up to you, because you have free will. You don't have to finish the competition. You can do anything you want, always. But there is that hope and intention. If something is in your potential and your capabilities, that you can then help other people as well. And if you are interested in how the energetics and also the practicalities of running a spiritual business work, you can check out my one-on-one program that is called Sacred Business. You find it linked below or on my website. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I see you next time.